everyone, and welcome to a prep with me vlog where we are going to be running all the errands and starting all the organisation ahead of our big bucket list epic adventure to Canada and on a Disney cruise to Alaska. Today is a Saturday and it's exactly 2 weeks today until we're actually leaving. It's come around so unbelievably fast, and last night we were putting some of the plan together, looking at our itinerary. Truthfully, we still have a lot of work to do on that, but there's always so many other logistics before a trip, so I thought I would bring you along. I'm also going to do a whole pack with me vlog as well, don't worry, so that'll be coming this time next week. But let's get organised, because I know you guys love these kind of vlogs. I've written a list. We're going to break it down into different categories and just start the process of getting everything prepped. I feel like the 2 weeks before a trip is a good time to start really thinking about your clothes, what you might need, so you're not stressing the days leading up to the trip. So the first place we're going to go to is actually a Go Outdoors, is it, Bench, that we're going to? Is it Go Outdoors store? Oh, he's ready. Look at him. He's in his bucket list hat.
No, it's a sun hat.
Why have you got one leg on?
To show.
Oh, okay. That he has trousers. Mode. Yeah. Well, we're going to. I thought it was a Go Outdoor store. It's not. It's a Cotswolds, is it? Oh, okay. Well, we're going to go down and have a little look, because when we were watching videos last night, doing some research, lots of the clothes that like vloggers were wearing that we were watching were more hiking, outdoorsy, and look, we're adventurous people, but not that kind of level.
We're not big hikers, are we?
We're not. And
I can walk.
We can both walk, yeah, but we haven't got all the right clothes we think we might need.
And also a lot of the places we want to go are like waterfalls and next to big roaring rivers, so
yeah,
even if it's not chucking down rain, we're still going to be getting wet adjacent.
Yeah.
So,
and we're going to be going from like Banff, where it's going to be fairly warm-ish, but then Alaska will be much cooler.
Well, next week it's between 18 and 22 degrees in Banff.
But
obviously we're not going next week, we're going in like 2.5 weeks time.
Yeah, but Alaska will be like 10 degrees.
Yeah,
so it'll be much cooler. So we need layers, we need thermals. We do have some stuff for when we go skiing, so we don't need a lot, but we thought, you know, it's the end of the summer, there might be some sales, so we're going to bring you along. Let's go and look at what clothes they have, and then I'm going to start laying things out and ticking off my to-do list.
And also, worst case scenario, they do have obviously a lot of shops in Banff itself.
Oh yeah.
I expect they'll be very expensive.
Yeah.
So we're going to try and get prepped as best we can beforehand. If you've been to Banff or Alaska around this time of year, let us know any tips or little hidden things that we might not have thought of that we might need to pack, take or do.
We have binoculars. That is something we've organised. But other than that, it's a weird one to prep for, because we've obviously got all our Disney stuff for the Disney cruise, and then hiking, outdoorsy, but city stuff.
We've got forest, city.
We've got nice dinners on board. Yeah. We've got everything. We're going to need everything. So
yeah, your packing's going to be
challenging, to say the least. Yeah. Right, let's do this.
Let's do it.
All right, in we go. I hope we find some good things that are going to serve us well for all our adventures. There's a sale. We like that. Let's see what we find. Ooh, I think I'll start this side. This looks promising. Oh wow, I like that. I already have so many fleecy jumpers though. It's good to see what they've got. I have got a mix of different brands, sizes, and tops and shorts, but mostly I'm looking for some longer trousers as well. Why is it that waterproof trousers just feel like you're wearing a bin bag? Like genuinely the worst things ever. No, I like shorts, but I don't like these. This is a size 16, right? What is up with some of these sizes and things? Like, it's obviously way too big, and I just tried a pair of size 18 trousers that were too small. I'm trying on a few pairs of walking trainers just to see if we prefer them to carrying our big walking boots, but these are really ugly. And they're also really wide, so I don't really like those, but I have been trying a few different ones on. This store is so lovely to look around. They have so much, but not anything that I need or want today, which is annoying. But they have some lovely things. Next stop we've come to is Mountain Warehouse. Again, a big sale, so see if we have any luck. I have tried on so many different pairs of shorts, longer trousers, all variations, different sizes, and absolutely none of it is right. No luck. Didn't find anything we liked in here either. They have a lot of stuff, but not quite fitting me right, so let's go home and reassess. It's the next day, Sunday, and we are in full prep mode. I have created a list. As you can see, I've broken it down into different categories: admin, beauty, clothes, tech, and miscellaneous. We've already ticked off going to the Go Outdoors Mountain Warehouse store, and I actually placed an order on Amazon this morning for some walking trousers and walking leggings, so we'll see those when they come tomorrow. Oh, and a new walking rucksack too, which folds really small, so we'll see if that's any good. But as you can see, I've got a variety of tasks that need to get done, and then when I've got to this stage where everything's organised, I will start packing. Although the prep and packing sort of cross over a bit because you start organising things as you go. I do need to get some Canadian dollars. US dollars I only need to think about when we're on land in Alaska, because I've already done my prepaid gratuities on board the Disney cruise, so I'll only need US when I'm actually in Alaska. But Canadian dollars, I definitely want to make sure we have enough for any tipping, any excursions, any souvenirs or taxis we might have to get, anything like that. So I want to make sure we tip the team on board the Rocky Mountaineer as well in cash, and I need to have thank you cards as well so I can put their tip in there and stuff. So my nearest travel money counter is at a Sainsbury's, but I don't know if they're open on a Sunday. I do need to return some clothes anyway, so maybe we'll just go down there and hope for the best, and then come home and start doing some of these like beauty and tech things. Is at this point, any clothes I want to wear in Canada, I'll stop wearing at home and start putting them to the side as well. So let's do the day and go down to Sainsbury's, I reckon. This is my cozy running errands outfit today. Shorts and a tee. Got these on Vinted. They're originally from Nike. And this cookies and milk tea I got from a website called Morning Club. I got it in the sale. I'll leave it linked if I can find it. But I just thought the colours kind of matched. So that is what we're wearing. I need a little bum bag that I can throw this camera in. I have got my money and I'll show you when we get home, because the Canadian dollars are really nice. They're like our money. I hadn't seen Canadian dollars before. I don't think I have anyway, because I've not been. Anyway, I'm going to look around the clothes because they've got all their autumn stuff in, and just want to see if there's anything that could be good for the trip. I got the travel money. Oh god, it's nearly all falling out. I got $250 US because we're going to Florida in November, so whatever we don't use we can have left over. And then for Canada I got 500 Canadian dollars. That sounds quite a lot, but actually the currency conversion, I guess, is about half for Canadian dollars right now, so about 250 quid, something like that. It's so pretty. Look at the clear bit like we've got on ours. They're so nice. And then I also bought a long sleeved white workout top that I can hike in, because there'll be moments where it will be cold, but when the sun comes out it'll obviously warm up. It's one of those ones where I'm gonna have to dress in layers, so I thought this would be great. I have pulled out all my thermal tops that I wear for skiing, but this one is good for like sweat, you know, it's like a workout one. I'm right nearby a car wash, so I'm gonna get my car cleaned, and next door is a McDonald's. I haven't had a McDonald's in absolutely ages. In fact, I'm gonna have a little look on the app. Honestly, getting my car cleaned just is the epitome of an admin day, isn't it? It just feels so good when it's done, even though it's gonna be sat in my drive while we're away, but it feels good to get it done. I've got my McDonald's and I've gone for a Happy Meal and a McChicken sandwich burger on its own. You also get a little squishmallow. It's like a blind box. Should we see what I've got? It is this little guy. Not very exciting, in all honesty. I'm back from running our errands. I also popped to Tesco and I found a lunchbox, finally. I've been on the hunt for one that I like, that's the right size. But with back to school, they had a really good selection. But this one is perfect for my girl guiding adventures, and like any time I obviously need to take a packed lunch. Sometimes when I go to London I do. I also thought this could double up as a great little lunch bag to take with us to Canada, because it's lightweight, and there will be moments where we're on the go, maybe we'll have a picnic, we're gonna be going to Lake Louise and Moraine Lake, and I know we're gonna want our own sandwiches, so we're gonna buy those when we're there, obviously. It's perfect, it's exactly what I had in mind. So whilst I was there, I thought we could tick off snacks as well, because a long haul flight, typically you will get a decent amount of food and snacks, but we're flying with WestJet on the way out, and I don't know what kind of food they're gonna have, and there are moments where you're just sat in your seat and you just want a little something. Honestly, it's mostly boredom when it's an 8, 9, 10 hour flight, but I like to have a variety of things that I know I'm gonna enjoy. So I like to have chocolate or sweets. So the chocolate, little bags of Galaxy Minstrels, little mini Kinder chocolate, like the box is so small, I don't know if you can tell, and then some Smarties as well. These are all just really nice small snacks. And then if we want sweets, I've got some squashies, and then because it is a long haul flight, mints. Obviously I never want gum, so I got some Tic Tacs and Mentos. Just found this cute little clear pouch, which I used to need to use for going through airport security, but you don't need to do that anymore. But these are still so handy. That's not too bad, is it? We obviously won't eat all of this on the plane, so whatever we don't eat will just get eaten along the way. Let's do some beauty stuff. Wash my makeup brushes, paint my toenails, refill my toiletries, check the first aid kit, and check my contact lenses. Do I need to order more? We can do all of that in one go. And I actually bought this on Amazon. I haven't tried it yet. So this little thing, you can wash the brushes in here and then you poke them in the holes and they stay in and they hang upside down to dry, and then you can put all your sponges and whatnot in the top. I'm just getting the hot water running through and I've got my brushes to wash. I don't actually use loads, I've just got my favourites, so get them cleaned and nice. And I'm watching my favourite YouTuber, WDW Kevin, pin trading, and we're going to see how this goes. And I always use a baby shampoo to wash my brushes. Some of these brushes are too wide, they're too thick to fit in the bottom, but all of these did fit, and so they'll just drip dry now. They're not making the floor really wet or anything because I squeezed them out, but isn't that great? I'm actually happy with that. Whilst I'm in the bathroom, I'm gonna check my contact lenses and see if we have enough. We're away for 18 days total, but I will be wearing some on travel day. 20, 25. So yeah, let's just have enough. When I order some, they'll come in a box, which is quite neat, although that's actually quite flat. Let's go and put these aside and go and order some more anyway, but at least I know I do have enough put aside. I'm literally going to order them right now because otherwise I will just forget. I still really want to get laser eye surgery. I think that'll just change my life, but I haven't had time. I had an appointment booked and I cancelled it because I had to travel. I'm on the floor in the bathroom and I've got the last of my nail polish remover here and a bunch of tools and things. Oh, I need a nail file. I did consider getting a pedicure, but honestly, these toes are going to be in boots and trainers most of the time. No one cares. It's so satisfying ticking things off your list. It makes me feel like I've got it all under control, even if I don't. It's nice to know I'm making progress towards the trip, you know? Okay, the next thing on the list was the first aid kit, which is an old makeup bag from Benefit. If you've watched any of my packing videos before, you'll recognise this. It's just been our go-to first aid kit that we have created ourselves, and I do actually have spare contacts in here just in case I ever forgot. But the main things I'm looking at in here are anything that might have gone off if we haven't used it in a year or so. Even plasters have an expiry date, I found out recently. Making sure we have things like a Tide pen, stuff that we would have used and maybe I didn't return. Blister plasters, I think we're definitely going to want these for all the hiking and walking we're going to be doing, and it looks like I've got a decent chunk of those. Just going through everything, we have stuff like Gaviscon. You just never know, and it's really hard to find the exact thing you want when you are unwell or something happens and you just want the exact medication that you know is going to work. I've got things like Bonjela, September 25, so that has nearly expired, so we can keep that for the next trip, then it will go on the next one. A little pot of Vaseline, little sewing kit. Oh, actually Lemsip does expire. These are for October 26. If I get a cold, this is the thing that always makes me feel better, so I love to have that. Oh, another thing I'll check is our Tylenol. We have these little pots that we buy from Target, and then we buy the bigger boxes like so, and we just refill because this is much smaller to pack than this thing. So that's a Tylenol one. That's probably max. I'm going to replenish my toiletries next, and I have been using a variety of curly hair products recently. A lot of you wanted a curly hair routine, and I'll be honest, I'm still trying out a few different things. Today the curls are looking pretty good, and that is because I've been using a brand called Tootie Lab. I have their bigger ones now, but I actually bought the small versions. However, the small shampoo and conditioner is not going to be enough for the 2 weeks, I don't think. But I was using these from Primark, and they don't work very well because in order to lock this top bit, you have to actually pump and then twist. But obviously once you do the pump, you're distributing the product. So I don't think I'm going to keep these, which is annoying, but I can pop the product back in the original packaging. For my curly hair, I also use the Rehab hair oils, and they have these little travel small ones, so I've already topped that up with more of the hair oils. And then the other thing I like to use is the Colour Wow Dream Coat for curly hair. I will take my bigger one and just fill it up. There we go. I still need to try the Garnier coconut hair food, and I've also got another brand that I need to try, which is the Organic Colour Systems. So I've got a few different shampoos, but I already have my Function of Beauty shampoo and conditioner in these, and I don't know if you can see through the light, but they're about half full from the last trip, and these are really good sizes. I got these on Amazon. There we go. Because I travel so often, it's just the same tasks every time I go, basically. I love traveling so much. I love getting prepared. Oh, I just love it all. Right, conditioner. This one is a lot thicker. You know what, that's probably enough. Another job done. Whilst I'm here, I'm also just grabbing that extra fresh blade for my razor. So I'll take that in with me. And I'll probably keep it like this, actually. And then once I get there and I'm happy to start using it, I'll then attach it, if that makes sense. So I'm not actually gonna pack my toiletries today, but I'm prepared. So I'm gonna pop them back for now. And at least when I do the packing and I film it next week, you will see that I've got everything organised. We're making excellent progress today. I'm now going to move on to technology and start digging out all of my memory cards, working out how many I'm going to need, because I'll start a new memory card per vlog. And I also have a hard drive, if I can find it might be in this bag here, which I will get set up in advance. I will set up folders and I will back up the footage each day. Right now on my hard drive I have the Maldives, Walt Disney World and Germany, and these are all backups. And then this is what it looked like for Walt Disney World. As you can see, each folder has the different content in it, so when I go into each one it's just a full dump of all the original clips. Now I don't need this anymore, these are not the finished versions, this is all the original raw files, but the trip's done, the vlogs are up, I really don't need them, so that can get moved to the bin. I'll delete Germany because we don't need that, so let's set up a new folder, Canada and Alaska. For now, there we go. There are my folders with all the different vlogs that I'm going to be making, and then at the end of each day I will put the content, back it up. If I lose a memory card or break the camera, then I will always have a backup so that the content's never gone to waste. Next, I'm going to work on my memory cards. So as you can see, I have a bunch, and a lot of them have got Disney vlogs on them, I think, because that's the last time I needed this many memory cards. Ideally, I like to use these bigger ones for vlogs I know are going to be bigger, which makes sense. What I'm going to do is just go through these using this camera, see what's on there and format them, and then find a way to like organize them, because this is too many memory cards and this is too little. I do have this thing, but this takes 6, which is pretty perfect for what I need, but it's so bulky. But I do only want 6 slots, so maybe I'll end up using this. When it comes to paperwork for a trip, I try not to take too much. Not only do I not want to waste paper, but I also don't want to carry it. And most things are digital these days. So what I do is I create a folder on my phone, like an album in photos, which will have any documents that I can screenshot, or if it's a PDF, I can put it in here as well. And that also has our passports in it, which I obviously can't show you, but I've got passports, I've got any tickets. So we've booked the Banff gondola. I don't need to print those out and carry paperwork to the gondola, so I just have the actual tickets on my phone. I do this for theatre as well, and I'll have anything that I think the cruise people might want to look at as well. However, there are some circumstances where I will need paperwork, or it will be good if I had a copy of it. For example, both our Canadian ETA, I think it's called, visa, and our US ESTA, I think it's good that I have physical copies of both of those. Our boarding, arrival group and port form, which actually they've updated the time, so I think I'm going to reprint that check-in time. And this they want us to bring this form. It says online check-in port arrival form, be sure to bring this form with you to the cruise terminal. I will also have our insurance as a contact in my phone, so if any emergencies happen, I need to get hold of them quickly. I have our reference numbers and their phone number and like who to speak to in an emergency already in my phone. I also have a little folder that's clear like this for my receipts. A lot of our expenses we can put on our business, so I need to make sure I keep the physical receipts. I've just popped our travel money in this little clear one. I think this was from Muji, maybe. I pick them up when I see them. I like to have a variety of sizes, and as you can see, that's perfect for the money. I will reuse something like this. I've used a variety of different folders, big, small, clear ones that I can flick through, but this is quite good. I've reused this quite a few times, and I will use a label maker to add the different tabs. So I've peeled off all the last trip because none of them were relevant. I mean, this is really extra, but if I pass this folder to Benj and say, could you get the paperwork for the transfer, he'll be able to quickly look in here and find it so easily. So that's what I'm going to do. Right, I've just printed out my label, or labels. Oops, no, we need to put this back to large and then delete this. I'm going to peel off the back, and I've got like a clear transparent paper in so that it looks neat on there. Benj is working on bedroom renovation stuff, which you will see in the next vlog. So I won't show you our bedroom today, but it is coming together so nicely. And I am going to pull out my walking boots, which I think are under the stairs. Are they going to be in the bottom box because we literally never hike? Okay, let's pull this out. There's some socks.
Hey, we're going to want some of our cruise hack things as well.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm on it, I'm on it. Oh. You've got some nice socks here, Benj. They look like yours anyway. Good. Walking boots. You know what? They're not as heavy as we remembered. Mine are heavier than yours. Need to decide. I might have to wear these on the plane, which actually pains me because I don't really want to wear them on the plane. The next thing I'm going to start prepping is the clothes, and I'm not going to lie, I don't even know where to start, apart from the fact that I know I want my rail up. So I bought this rail for like £10 on Argos, and I've been using it every trip because I like to be able to plan my outfits out and see what I have. So I put everything on the rail first, and then I remove from here rather than having it all folded and flat. I don't know how dressy I want to be on the cruise. Are there gonna be themed dressier nights? Like, am I gonna wanna dress up on the cruise? Or, okay, I might actually start there because I have my evening dresses in here. I've only ever been on a P&O cruiser ship, so I know how they work and I know the kind of dress code for that, but I just don't know what is the etiquette and what I'm gonna want and not want. This little pile in the corner here is stuff that I have been stashing away. Oh my gosh, how cute is this? It's to hold my anti-bag. I've got my ears out, but I also have some clothing items. So my Spirit jersey for embarkation day and just around the cruise ship. And then I have a couple of other things I've just been sort of popping aside that I think I'm gonna want, including my fleeces. The purpose of this task is not to pack, it's just to sort of pull out what I initially feel drawn to in terms of what I think will be practical, that suits the setting or the activity. And it doesn't matter if I've got too much because I will do a process of elimination. So right now I'm just pulling out sweatshirts, t-shirts, jumpers. Oh my gosh, this one's perfect. I got this when Disney did a collab with Columbia, and I think I bought it on the Shop Disney UK website. It started out so fast, but oh my gosh, I bought this long before I knew I was going to Alaska. And is it not the most perfect sweatshirt? But I have a few, so I pulled them all out because even though I've got some Disney ones, I can wear them in Banff, in Vancouver, whatever. This one, so soft and fluffy. Also, in the next few days, I'll start trying things on because that's when you know if something needs altering, or if you need to get a slightly different option, or if you need to get a top that goes underneath, or sometimes I've tried a dress on and it needed a belt or whatever. You start planning the outfits, but for now, we're just prepping. The planning side will come when we're actually packing. Does that make sense? So it's a good start. I definitely have a massive mix. I'm not quite sure the vibe of things I'm going to actually need and want. I've put my shorts and trousers. I mean, am I going to need or want shorts? How hot is it going to be? How cold is it going to be? I just don't know. When you see this video, I will still have time to change out before I do the pack with me vlog, I think. So if you have been to Banff and Alaska and even Vancouver as well, because we're going to be spending time there in September, realistically, what kind of things am I going to be wearing? In fact, I'm just going to look on the weather app. What is it going to be like over the next week or so? Although there's still time for it to change quite a lot. Alaska, it's raining and it's 9 degrees. Okay, yeah, Alaska's going to be cold. Okay, so won't need any shorts for there. Although it's creeping up to like 17, 18 next week. It's still gonna be cold, isn't it? Averages, -3. Feels like 7 degrees because the wind is making it feel cooler. Okay, Vancouver is actually going up to 27 next week, but most of the time it's looking like early 20s, so like what we're doing today. Maybe we won't be needing shorts at all. Maybe it is trousers and leggings. Ow, just hit my foot. I'm gonna watch a few vlogs and I'm gonna do a bit more research, and I still need to finish our itinerary. That's not on my list to do. It should be in my admin section. Finish itinerary. That's kind of a big one. Tomorrow, when the Amazon order arrives, we'll have a look at that and see the final things that are left. So I'll see you again in the morning. It's the next day and my new hiking rucksack arrived. I will link it below, but I got it on Amazon. And as you can see, it's this tiny bag. So it folds up nice and small because I'm not going to be using it all the time on the trip. At the moment, it's quite hard to see the vision for this, if I'm being honest. What I want to know is if my phone fits in here. Oh, hello. It does. That's quite good, isn't it? I wonder if I could fit a vlog camera in there as well. Oh, it's got a little whistle. Oh, it's a bag. I might have to sleep on this one. I also ordered trousers. These aren't meant to be waterproof trousers. Now I have something fairly similar that I use for girl guiding, but these are definitely waterproof. I just feel like I'm wearing a bin bag. What is going on with these pockets as well? Oh no. Oh, is hiking meant to be this ugly? Should I just accept that this is it? This is what we do? The leggings are fine. They're just really baggy everywhere. You know what? I do quite like these. They're warming on me. I just don't know if I'd rather just wear my Lululemon leggings. I'm not gonna lie, it is at this point that I have absolutely no idea what I should be wearing, what I'll feel most comfortable in, what I'm gonna be warmest in or coolest in, if I'm obviously like hot if I'm hiking. So conflicted. How the heck am I meant to pack for this? I've got to go to a meeting now and then a vlog going live and then a Zoom call, but I'll come back again tomorrow, let you know how I get on with any solutions. Today is my final prep day before I actually move into packing, which like I said, you'll see next week. And honestly, I'm at a point where I think I need to go to a few more shops and just see the kind of things that they have, because I'm not totally convinced I've got the right stuff. Plus, I need to do a bit more research, watch a few more vlogs and continue our itinerary, because I really am struggling with my actual outfits. And I've been looking into walking trainers, like hiking trainers, rather than my walking boots because they're so bulky. So still haven't decided on that, but I appreciate I don't have long to wear them in. I'm not sure the best solutions, but I did share a travel hacks tips organization reel, which you can see on my YouTube shorts. One of the most popular tips was to create a folder in your emails for all your different adventures. Any emails or booking confirmations that are related to that trip, I drag and categorize and organize into there, so that when we are traveling, I can just click into the folder and find what we need. But I also obviously, like I said, have screenshots of things for any like immediate tickets or ESTAs or passports. They're in my phone camera roll. I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you enjoyed seeing the prep. We are so excited that Canada is finally here, almost, and can't wait for our big adventure. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss all the vlogs coming. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you again soon. Bye.